From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for December 2nd, 2016. Of course, today we have some significant news on the calendar with U.S. jobs data coming up at 8:30 Eastern U.S. time, about 35 minutes from the recording of this video. So we want to take a broad overview of each of the U.S. currency pairs in anticipation of that news. What might we expect, whether it comes out positive or negative for that news, and then plan our trades accordingly after we get that data. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the USDCHF. We've been studying that little period of ranging or congestion at the top right-hand corner of the chart inside the black box between the green and orange zone. Over the past 24 hours, we have seen a little bit of a dip underneath that range, that period of congestion. And the question is, if we get some positive U.S. news, if it comes out significantly positive, are we going to see the market get back within that range, that period of congestion, break back above the orange zone, continue the uptrend, or are we going to get negative news and it causes it to break out underneath and continue to go lower? We don't know, so that's what we're going to be watching for. Positive news, back inside and maybe above this congestion. Negative news sends it back down. We have had to endure a little bit of a push underneath there. I did yesterday take a buy into the bottom of that green zone, 1.0125. You can see it going down at the bottom of the chart. Getting very close to the stop loss, and now has come back a little bit for us, just shy of the entry at this current point. So definitely had to endure a little bit of negative, but hopefully we'll get some positive data today and send this back higher, once again towards the orange shaded area on the dollar franc. Moving over to the euro dollar, very similar yet opposite situation over here. We can see this period of congestion between the purple and the green zone for the past 9-10 days. We've been stuck inside here. Went ahead and took a short yesterday into the top of that zone, 1.0650, the top of the purple shaded area. It's coming back for us a little bit. We're sitting 10 pips positive right now on the euro trade, but definitely had to endure a little bit negative. Again, came within about a pip or two of our stop loss, but came back for us. So fortunately, didn't take us out at negative, but nothing really extraordinary happening. With positive data out of the U.S., we'll look for this to maybe make some headway back lower again in the direction of what has been the longer-term trend. If we get some negative news, and it's not great news for the jobs news, then we could look for this to push back above the purple shaded area. If you're holding this trade, it may be prudent to close whatever profit you have and wait for that news and see what happens at that time, just about 30 minutes from now. Moving over here to the GBP USD, some significant resistance into the pink shaded area, 1.2615 up to 1.2650. I pointed this out yesterday in the trade room, the blue and the red circle, the double top resistance that we're seeing here into that pink zone. The question, of course, is will we hold underneath there? If we get some positive news today, we could see this take another run back down towards the green shaded area and into the 2500 level, but negative news obviously would look for this to break through that pink zone once again and head higher. I consider both of these, the blue circle and the red circle, a false breakout. Even if you go down here to the 4-hour time frame, this kind of skews those circles, but here's the left blue circle, here's the right red circle. Both times staying underneath there, false breakouts and reversals come back underneath the pink zone. So staying under the pink zone, I think, gives headway to a little bit further move down towards the green zone again, especially if we get that positive news out of the U.S. for non-farm payrolls. Take it over to the USCAD. This one's a little bit trickier because we have Canadian and US data all at the same time. But some interesting level here at 1.3290, 1.3260, the yellow shaded area up here. I have it highlighted back here on the left with the blue, the red, and the two red circles, the three circles over here, resistance, support, support, and that's where we are right now. So sitting on top of there, I'm expecting support today. If we get some either negative data for Canada, positive news for the U.S., that might look for the continued support here and the reversal to go back up in the direction of the longer-term trend. If it's any positive news for Canada or we see negative news for the U.S., that would, of course, imply the reversal for this to break through the yellow zone and go down. So interesting level, though, right there, right around 32.90. We'll keep an eye on that today as a potential trading opportunity for the U.S. CAD. Moving over to the US yen, this one was a significantly profitable pair this week. We had over 200 pips of profit on this currency pair this week. So I've been taken out of the trade now, taken out of it with, of course, locked in with profit yesterday, but taken out of the trade now with a little bit of a dip underneath the yellow shaded area. But if we're looking for support right now, let's go ahead and zoom it in a couple of times here. 114.0 down to 113.80 is the yellow shaded area above the red trend line. That's holding as our support. Let's go ahead and take it to the 4-hour time frame. Maybe it'll make it easier to see. There it is, that yellow zone. Support right now, 113.75 up to 114 is the yellow zone, holding support there. Of course, if we see positive news for the U.S. back towards the pink shaded area in the direction of the trend is likely the scenario that we're looking for on the U.S. yen. Moving over to the AUD/USD, it's just been kind of sitting on top of support 7,400 over the past couple of days. Again, if we're looking to go down in the direction of what was the trend, then we're looking for selling resistance, which is the orange zone, or a break of the blue zone. Now, if we're looking for a reversal to go back up, we're looking for the market to stay on top of that blue shaded area. Blue zone is 7,400 down to 7,375. So that's kind of your hinge point today. If we get positive news for the U.S., breaks under the blue zone, we'll look for this to go lower. Negative news, maybe it makes another run towards the orange or the green shaded area here for the Australian dollar. And lastly, New Zealand dollar, similar situation. We've seen it kind of over the past 3 days kind of bouncing around on top of the 70-75 level, the purple shaded area over here. Let's go ahead and zoom it in on that. There's that purple zone. 1, 2, 3, 4 days really kind of stuck between the blue and the purple shaded area. Anyways, positive news for the U.S. We might look for the breakdown once again of the purple zone 70-55 and for it to target back down towards the orange shaded area at the very bottom of the chart. If we get some negative news out of the U.S., maybe looking for the push back above the blue zone and a target at least at minimum back to the yellow zone, which is 71.50.75 for the New Zealand dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.